Max Inc. Radio, radio for the people, roses for the dead there in the face of disgust here in the Bastard Den. What's going on? I'm Jimmy K along with E-Dub and Stoli, and roses for the dead are in the Bastard Den right now. What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
Hi. How's it going?
What's going on?
Awesome.
Welcome to the Bastard Den. Let's go around the room, introduce yourselves, tell us what you do in the band. And Chris, we'll start with you, man.
I'm Chris, and I play drums.
I'm a Shave Daddy, and I play lead guitar.
I'm Josh. I play the bass.
I'm Zach, and I'm on vocals.
I'm Chad, and I play guitar and sing.
Awesome, guys. Welcome to the Bastard Den. Happy to have you here. You guys just had a show this past Saturday in Dixon. How did the show go?
It went really good, man. It was a lot of good turnout. You know, the people there were more than accepting of having us there, and really hospitable. It was awesome, man.
Awesome, man. Awesome. You guys are right now are getting geared up for the Uproar Battle of the Bands. This is happening, September 18th. Zach, tell us a little bit about that, man.
It's a battle. It's an online battle of the bands. Kind of works like the Warped Tour Battle of the Bands. Ernie Ball actually does it as well. It's the same engine. It runs on the same engine, and so it's just like the Warped Tour Battle of the Bands. You can vote once a day, every day. We really want to play this show because we get to open for some of our idols like Seven Dust and Avenged Sevenfold and stuff like that. Bands we really listen to and look up to as musicians, and it would really mean a lot to us if you guys could get online and vote for us.
Yes.
Right. So Schaefer, what would it actually mean to you guys to win that? I mean, aside from you get to play with Seven Dust, like as a band to win that kind of a thing, what does that mean?
Basically, just one step takes you that one step higher. That and build a fan base. Obviously, those bands are going to bring fans, and in order for us to get that one step higher, it would really help. And then even talking to the other, those national acts, and getting pointers from them, meeting new contacts, all that helps.
Awesome.
So this is the second annual Loud and Proud show. What's the story behind this show?
We started, or I started this with a friend of mine last year, and we just wanted to put on a big show to where we could have an all-ages show to bring all the kids out because we don't get to do a whole lot of that. It's a lot of shows in bars and stuff like that, and we just put 10 bands together, 10 awesome bands last year, and 10 great bands this year, and it just happened and ended up working out for the best. And
so do you pick bands, people that you know, or do you just kind of what kind of favorites list of bands you really want to see? Or
I've stuck with bands like there's a handful of bands on this year's bill that were on last year's, but for the most part, it's new bands we've met through either friends or that we've played with in the last year, and bands that I haven't heard bands from here like Kill Junior and like Lords and stuff like that. Great bands that I've never gotten to see live. Sure. That I've just wanted to bring out and try to kind of merge the scenes between Madison and the Valley, and just try to help us all out and get to where we want to be.
A bridge we're obviously trying to gap here too.
Exactly.
Well, exactly. There's kind of an I shouldn't say unrealized or unrecognized music scene in the Fox Valley here in Wisconsin, but you guys are definitely a big part of that. Other bands with Backbreaker, Bound for Severance, Five Man, Beyond Fate, all great metal bands from the Fox Valley area. Are all of you kind of tied together as friends? You guys play a lot of shows together.
The difference between the way the scene used to be, probably about 4 years ago, there wasn't a whole lot going on as far as like the local metal scene or the local like hard rock scene. There was a lot of cover bands in the area, but we've just seen like we all started working together, and like history shows that, you have to work together to be able to, accomplish anything.
That's definitely the difference. Is all the different bands are contributing with each other, and that's huge.
And that's made the big difference in like the last 4 years where people are actually showing up to these shows. You start getting 200, 300, 400 people at shows. You're going to make a difference and somebody's going to fucking notice. Eventually, something is bound to happen. Bands don't get out of, their areas because, they were fucking snotty and assholes to their friends. They all work together, and some of the metal bands we look up to forever, like Killswitch Engage, All It Remains, Unearthed, all those guys are from like that one spot in Massachusetts, and they banded together and did that shit. And now there's 4 or 5 bands from that area that are huge in the metal scene.
And it goes even deeper than that too. Like, it's not only just like we play music with them and we play shows with them. It's like, you know, we hang out with all these guys like on a regular basis.
Barbecues and such.
Barbecues, weddings. You know, a couple guys are getting married. You know, everybody's friends with everybody and everybody's family. You know, it's there's a lot of love in the Fox Valley scene between all those bands, and we'd like to spread that to Madison and get more bands involved in that. And you know, just
very similar to what with the Madison local scene, especially with bands like Government Zero, the Tiny Riots, Kill Jr., For Asper Morning. You know, they're all friends with each other, and they help each other promote each other's music and do shows together, and hang out, do the barbecues, just like you were saying.
Yeah, exactly. And like, you know, I try my hardest to always be wearing another band's shirt whenever we're playing a show, because I mean, you never know like who's gonna ask about it, and you can be like, yeah, we play with these guys all the time, they're awesome. You know, check out the record. It's a lot easier coming from, you know, if they just saw you and you recommended them and they really liked you, they're going to go check them out.
Plus, you don't want to be that guy wearing your own T-shirt up on stage either.
I
that
do.
is a no-no.
I do. I'm that
I
guy.
did it once.
I'm definitely that guy.
There are rules against this.
So, Chris, I think you were showing me the new van outside, man.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, what happened to the old van?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but we can shorten it up a little bit. We played a show in Tigerton.
Awesome show.
We played a show up in Tigerton. It was awesome. Great show. Go to load the gear up and start the van up and pull it forward probably about ½ an inch and it dies. Mm-hmm. And worked on it. Next day we were working on it and pulled the rotor assembly out and all the teeth are there, and it ended up being like it was going to be like $500 or $600 to fix it. And I'm just like, well, the hell with it. We're just going to get a new one. So we lined everything up, brought it back, parted it out, junked it, and went and spent a lot of money on a new one.
You guys going to name it at all, or?
We do have to at some point.
Yeah, at some point in time. But we just
it's going to get a lot of miles put on it.
I think we should name it Hung Six Low.
That's awesome shit.
I like that one. But it was awesome, though, when we played that show in Tigerton. I mean, you know, we were really bummed out. Obviously, the van broke down. We were like, God damn it, man, this sucks. Like, we're fucked. Like, what are we going to do? How are we going to get home? And this family, Jeremy and Stephanie Boyven, they took us in. They let us stay there. They gave us, you know, drinks, food, you know, whatever we wanted. They drove us to this auto parts store like 3 or 4 times. It was like a half an hour, 45 minutes away, and you know, they didn't even ask for anything in return. Just amazing people. He was he served for like 8 years in Iraq and Afghanistan, and he's just like larger than life people, you know.
That's fantastic.
And for his wife to bring 3 dudes home from the bar at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and for him to get up and be like, "All right, let's shoot some pool and have a fucking drink."
He was drinking all day and sleeping, and
I have a feeling they didn't mind because that guy could probably kill each and every one of us.
Yeah, he was sleeping, and he actually woke up and came and partied with us, and it was just awesome, man. It was really awesome
cool.
people.
I tell you what, let's play another song here from Roses for the Dead. We'll talk about Loud and Proud here in just a second. Also, we're going to play Band Name or Bullshit with you guys too, okay? So, Roses for the Dead in the Bastard Den here on Max Inc. Radio for the People. This is Legacy of Consequence.